Tony Tone Show from the Unity Point Health Studios. Joining me right now on the MPW Digital TV Celebrity Hotline. He doesn't know this yet because the phone's ringing, but he's about to be. Dave Coulier. Hold on. Dave.
Hello.
How you doing, buddy?
Hi, Tony.
Welcome back.
How you doing?
I'm great, man. Welcome back to the great state of Iowa. We're on the radio right now. It's good to talk to you.
Thank you so much.
So I was this morning and last night with my 4-year-old. We were checking out the adventures of Jimmy Booger, and my 4-year-old Henry, Dave, was laughing his head off. So you have achieved your goal in making kids laugh. This is excellent.
Thank you so much. You know, it's so great to hear that from parents, and I've heard from so many parents already. The book hasn't even been out. I think it's only been out like 3 or 4 days. And it's great to get kids reading, and so many parents are reading this book with their kids before bedtime, story time, and that's all by design. It's all to get kids and parents together reading something. And you know, I wanted to create something with Jimmy Booger that didn't, you know, talk down to kids. I didn't want to just do a kiddie book. So a lot of the music, I wrote 15 songs, and a lot of the music is pretty sophisticated. We've got Dave Koz playing saxophone, some jazz cuts. There's some big band stuff, some reggae. There's a lullaby. There's country. There's all kinds of different musical flavors. There's a Celtic song. And, you know, all of it is to keep kids entertained the whole time, keeping them reading.
Well, I think you're doing that, and you're totally right, Dave. For me, like I love to read so much growing up, and I probably don't read as much as I should, but I see how valuable it is with my kids. I have a 4-year-old and then a 16-month-old, so we try and read to them a lot. And I had heard about the Jimmy Booger thing, and when I checked it out, I thought this is totally perfect. And you're right, the songs are fantastic. And again, the 4-year-old in my house couldn't believe that there was a song called "We Love to Fart" because Dave, he thinks that farts are hilarious, and as a 32-year-old father, I tend to find them funny as well, as much as I probably shouldn't. So I'm just going to tell my wife that it's your fault, if that's cool.
My fault.
Yeah.
John Stamos texted me yesterday. He said, Dave, I absolutely love this. This is like the greatest book for kids ever. And he goes, isn't it wonderful how much you know your audience? Because the highest selling song on iTunes so far is "We Love to Fart." And I said, well, all by design.
Right.
All by design. And if you download the book, there's 15 songs that kids will love. And, you know, this was a work of art. It took me a year to put all this together. The illustrations are by a guy named Bob Harper, who's a Disney Nickelodeon animator. And you know, I thought when I put this together, I was like, 92 pages. Are kids going to, you know, be able to make it through the entire book? But the songs really tell the story and carry the reader right through the book. So, you know, this is the first of hopefully many in the world of Jimmy Booger.
I think it's a great idea. I think kind of like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, I could see this becoming a movie or TV or whatever. And you're right. I think that this world of Jimmy Booger, which makes me giggle just saying on the radio, is going to be... It's going to be a fun journey, and I'm just glad that I have kids that are going to grow up with this. And how does that make you feel, Dave? Because, like, I'm sure for yourself growing up, there were iconic books. You know, I just did a story about Dr. Seuss or what have you. And now you're going to be synonymous with kids growing up. They're going to talk about this Jimmy Booger.
Well, if it gets kids and parents together like you and your 4-year-old son, then that's the best reward of all. And I've heard from so many parents. Andrea Barber did a little video on her Instagram just saying, you know, I'm here with my daughter and we're reading together and we love Jimmy Booger. And you know, that to me is the biggest reward. You know, I didn't set out to, okay, I'm going to create something that's going to make a lot of money, or I'm going to create something that's going to be very famous. You know, I've worked with kids my whole career, and I know what makes kids laugh. And, you know, I think back to, you know, all of the, you know, the Full House girls when they were, you know, 4, 10, and 8 months old, and I think of all the years of making them laugh. And, we've kind of come full circle, and, their kids now are reading this stuff, and it's kind of the same stuff I made them laugh with. So it's so fulfilling to know that, parents and kids are coming together with no one wrote a book, no one's written a book about a booger yet. So I thought, well, it's time.
I know.
So the fact that a booger from Nova Scotia can bring families together, to me, is just the best feeling in the world.
Oh, it's so great. Obviously, I have to say congrats on Fuller House. We chatted on the radio like a year and a half ago, and at that point it was kind of like we knew something was going to happen. You couldn't say much, and then here comes Fuller House. It hits Netflix. It's a massive success. There's a new audience. There's people like myself that grew up with it. And then the second season, it's already been renewed. Can you talk about when you go back to film any episodes or what's happening?
Yeah, we start up here again in May, and I'm actually going to be directing one of the shows in August. And it's going to build on season one, and we hope. I think the fans love the show and what we've come up with here on this reboot, and we're going to continue, producing great shows for our fans. And, we're going to update, season 2 a little bit. So I think my character is going to have a couple little surprises.
Nice.
And, it's again, this is a show you can sit down with your 4-year-old and watch. And so, we love that. We love that Full House is video comfort food for a lot of families, and your kids are safe watching the episodes, and so we're going to continue producing great shows. So and hopefully Jimmy Booger will come along for the ride.
Yeah, I think that I love that. And then outside of all of this, I'm assuming when you're able, excuse me, and when you have time, Dave Coulier, you're going to be doing stand up all over the place as well, right?
Yeah, I'll be doing lots of stand-up yet this year. There's lots of dates. If you go to davecoulier.com, you can see where you can track me like a rented mule. You can see wherever I'm playing. But there'll be a lot more stand-up dates. There's going to be I'm going to be on the Today Show next Tuesday, a week from today.
Awesome.
Drinking wine with Kathy Lee and Hoda.
Oh
and,
boy,
we're going to be talking more about Jimmy Booger, and it's a really exciting time. I mean, Fuller House is such a gift to be able to work with people that I truly love again. It's been just an amazing year and a half here, and there's lots more to go.
It's really exciting. Dave Coulier, before I let you go, I posted on my Facebook, obviously, and social media that I was going to be talking to you, and I was kind of challenged by my friend Randy, and he commented, I will pay money if Dave does the jackalope voice on the air. So what I was thinking, Dave, is if you do the voice, then whatever Randy would pay, I would donate to a charity, maybe Special Olympics or something like that. So would you do that for me so I can win this bet?
Great. Sure. Well, then all I can say is, fast as fast can be, you'll never catch me.
That's amazing. Oh, Randy's going to have to put his money where his mouth is, and we'll send it to the Special Olympics here locally in Muscatine and help out some good kids. Dave, listen, I had the pleasure to meet you several years ago. You did some stand-up in the Quad Cities at Penguins Comedy Club, and you were a great guest, and this is our third conversation. I'm so excited for you and happy. The Adventures of Jimmy Booger, Rhymes with Sugar, available now, iTunes, Amazon, and get the 15 songs. They're great. You're always welcome back on the show. Continued success, and thanks again, buddy.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it very much.
We'll talk to you soon, Dave Coulier. Take care, buddy.
Okay. Thanks.
Bye.
You too.
Bye.